What does October have in store for XRP? What are some of the things we still think might happen, of which they do? Where is XRP going to cost? We'll also look at the Fed's recently released minutes and talk about what they might mean for XRP and other cryptocurrencies. We also add some information about Gemini near the end. This is going to tell you everything you need to know about what's going on. Now let's begin. It was a big month for decisions about XRP ETFs, a U.S. banking license, the reasons for XRP's rapid growth, and the latest SEC news filing for an XRP ETF with debt. October isn't like other months. It decided the future of the XRP ETF as a whole, but time is running out. The SEC pushed back all XRP spot reports. Now, all of the decisions will be made between October 18th and October 25th. I'm going to make a whole video about what to expect from this. Here is a list of all the times. These are some of them. Excuse me. You are smart. On October 24 and 25, Tree and Canary Capital will be there. On October 20, Bitwise be there. On October 18, Gayscale will be there. And on October 19 and 21, Shares. Many of these things going live at the same time could have a big effect. You can find more information here. A new twist on the XRP ETF called Tidal Trust was just launched. A request for the Defiance Leverage Long XRP ETF was sent to the SC. I made a date as yesterday. The date is Wednesday. The deadline's for October, the same day that the law goes into force, which is 75 days after the filing date. This means XRP isn't the only thing that makes Wall Street happy. Leverage is how it wants to get publicity. The paper that was turned in is this one. We will see how things go if that is okay. The way that Ripple handles its money at the moment. Ripple is looking for a decision on its U.S. national banking license. If it is accepted, Ripple will be a bank that is regulated by the federal government. It's possible for the Federal Reserve to keep funds in the RUSD. XRP gets a stamp of approval. No other coin has been able to this. Analysts say the review could go on until October, but the date is still coming up. When Ripple filed this move, we talked about all of this information in the usual time frame. A lot of the work has already been done by them. So we should get something in the first 4 or 6 months that will last until the end of the year, in the same week or two that Ripple gets their license to be a national bank. Is it possible that all of these ETFs will be accepted? That would make everything happen. We would be dancing in strange ways while it was popping off. Before the storm, the market is shaking because the SEC took too long to act. XRP dropped below 3. The traders started to feel bad. Analysts said there was a 3 chance of losing $2 or even $2.60. Return 330. October is full of rocket fuel. Because of this, we will also need to watch how everything goes. Bill Morgan is a law firm that makes a lot of money every month. These XRP ETFs back to the end of October. Add Ripple's bank charter ruling before the end of October. A lot of things could happen at the same time. That is, October is not like other months. The government will make a decision about XRP today. In effect, Bill Morgan is saying that none of these spot ETFs, not even XRP, will be available till the end of October 2025. Then there is Ripple's July Tech 5 for a national bank charter. The OC guide says that a decision should be made within 120 days or by the end of October. It's crazy, man. Then what's at risk? Clear regulations, including banking permits and a lot of ETF approvals. Follow Deanne if you want to see more stories like this and other things. The FOMC minutes were then made public. Please excuse me. What does it mean for Ripple, XP, and cryptocurrencies? Jackson Hole is getting ready for sales this Friday. Rate cuts are now being bet on by Wall Street. Today, I saw that kind of change very clearly. It did go down to a 57, I think. Hold on a second. CM tracking tool, because I can see it going down like it was very high. Let's see what it is right now. It hit its highest point and then began to go down again. Let's just see how things. 10% of the rates stay the same and 75% have their rates lowered by 0.25 basis points. Interesting. Now, what does this mean for cryptocurrencies? Just for free minutes dropped. The Fed is most worried about prices going up. The FOMC minutes show that the Fed does not think that inflation is going down. The biggest risk is losing your job. When there are asset bubbles, it may take longer for trade effects to show up. The Federal Reserve agrees that prices seem to be too high. We did find some very bad information about the job market. The price of things have gone up all around the world. The trouble is that the U.S. is in a kind of trade war with each other of these countries. Several of these countries are also unwilling to buy American goods right now. We think about our friends in Canada. They are doing everything they can to stay away from America and not even buy American goods. Take this number and multiply it by the number of people in the world. What does that mean for businesses in the U.S.? That means that because of that, fewer goods will be made. There will be less need for workers, so unemployment will go up. There will be a big rise in prices. I really hope that smarter people will win this argument. We hope that some deals will be carried out. I'm sorry, but it looks like the rate cut is going to happen now. Bets are being made on Wall Street. This is what P says to Jackson Hole. CM Tools shows that 85%. This changes all the time. It has changed by 10% in the few hours since this person sent it in. So a little crazy. You can see that this stuff is pretty cutting. Stealing costs less. In this way, if the Fed cuts interest rates, it becomes easier for people to borrow money. Wall Street puts a lot of money into risky assets. The stock market goes up. The next one is Bitcoin. Every coin goes off. This is what Trump wants to see. Rates go down to 1.5%. He has asked for a big drop in the rate. This will be helpful in the short run. There will be people able to get loans for cars, houses, and other things that are less expensive. That should make some of the stuff more lively. But remember that inflation happens when we print more money after interest rates have been lowered very low. You just put up with it. So we need to be careful when we try to balance these two things. XRP's effect on Ripple, crypto, and economy meet. When rates are lowered, institutions are more likely to buy. 5 green light ETFs are waiting to be traded on the stock market. XRP can move in the next cycle if its pace changes. Clear rules and easy access to money on Wall Street work well together. Some people who work with XRP believe that the price will hit 1,000 before the end of the year. Some people think prices will be more like $10 to $30, which is a more realistic range. I have between $10 and $30. We could talk about a 50 or 60 XRP if we see really big increases in demand for the ETH in October at the end of the year. Yes, but only if we have a lot of good things happen to us. You may remember that I still believe the cryptocurrency market is in danger because of excessive gambling. Our country doesn't even have rules yet, but all of this service stuff is going on in the background. So, when banks say we are still waiting for that advice and that clarification, it's hard to look like we can do everything. Rate fog comes with some risk, just so you know. The minutes say that it could take longer for tariffs to go into force. Cost of translation may keep going up as the economy gets worse. The market is getting worse, and now prices are going up. It's not good. The main setup this week is Pallet Jackson Hole. Next week, the SEC will make decisions. Both of these things could change XRP's straight path to 2025.